Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy MKS here, back here with my second video of the day. Back here with another video. I hope you enjoy it. Obviously, as the title suggests, this is I want to ask. I suppose I really want to ask this as a question. How do we get more people into football? Or the Americans out there, soccer, as they call it in Italy, calcio, footy, as I like to call it, or whatever you want to call it, basically, and that kind of thing. And I would love to work with FIFA and UEFA, probably other football bodies around the world, as and especially Italian football and Celtic, as a neurodiverse person, and like use my neurodiverse creativity to get more people into football. But I really want to put the question out there and say, ask ask the audience, like anyone who's into football, how do we get more people from all sorts of backgrounds, whether they're women, men, maybe even LGBTQ or whatever. Some people call them the alphabet community. I'll be careful what I say, but hope that doesn't offend anyone. But yeah, how do we get more people from all sorts of different backgrounds to get into football, including neurodiverse people like myself, people with mental health problems and whatnot, and including myself. And um, I think we need to perhaps show what football can do, like how it can bring people together. It could be used to cut crime, make people fitter. I know you can get injuries in football, so that's sort of it's a double-edged sword, if that's the right way of putting it. Because on the one hand, it can make people fitter and obviously do exercise, improve their diets, and that kind of thing. Especially some clubs can talk about improving diets and that kind of thing. But it can also induce injuries. So I suppose that, if I'm honest, obviously, and so it has uh, both sides to it. So if you know what I mean, I hope someone out there knows what I mean. But yeah, I'd love to know suggestions on that, how to uh, improve football participation. I know football is the world's number one sport; it's the world's most followed sport, and that kind of thing. And I hope to keep it that way and extend it so that millions, well, I suppose millions of people are already involved in football, but even billions of people around the world. And when it comes to Italy and Celtic, I would love for them to improve relations with as much of the rest of the world as possible through football, like Italy to use football as a diplomatic tool and to form relations with African nations and improve their relations through football and that kind of thing. Um, Yesterday, I didn't make any videos because for various reasons. Like one, um, my mum's ex was using this room, which I normally used, so I couldn't really. I found it difficult because I make my videos live to do it without distractions and that kind of thing. So, and also because of I wasn't feeling too good. I went to sleep for too long and things like that. So, and then I got a bit lazy and I was demotivated as usual. So I was watching YouTube on my smart hub TV. So I didn't really manage to make any videos yesterday, although because I wanted to talk about some of my plans for the year and maybe get some of the admit to some more my more negative thoughts and feelings. But as this month is like Valentine Day's month or romantic month. Me personally, I'm a romantic, so I'm not really into romance or relationships or anything like that. But I think of a different type of love, and I'm going a bit off topic, but I think of a different type of love, which is more about sympathy, empathy, and that kind of thing. Sympathy and empathy, which to me are two different things, but things like charity, caring for others, like to me, loving someone is wanting them to be happy, and that kind of thing. So I'm into sort of love. I see myself as quite a soft and loving person, but soft in more ways than one, perhaps soft in the head, maybe, but or am I hard headed? I don't know which one it is, but foolish anyway, mental and all that. But on a serious note, well, yeah, so I think of love in a different sort of way. I'm aromantic and that kind of thing, but I think people might mistake that for being someone who's uncaring and that kind of thing. But I am loving in a different way. So I was thinking of one of the things I want to talk about in February is like things I love and spreading peace and love and that kind of stuff, which goes hand in glove. Um, and making the world a better place, having sympathy and empathy for others and that kind of thing. So, and I'm going a bit off topic, as I say, but another thing is because it's Black History Month in America. I know I'm from the UK and all that, and I live in the UK, but I wanted to talk about like Black empowerment, especially for African Americans, maybe people from Africa, and how they can connect and that kind of thing, and maybe how, on the subject of football, that how, like, I know there's been stories from black footballers, so I think those can be promoted. But yeah, hearing from black footballers or things like that, and again their stories and that kind of thing. But I know Italy can be quite racist, and as I often mention, so I'd love to see how Italy can improve relations with the black community through football. I'm thinking of one African American guy plays for Juventus, obviously an Italian team called Juventus, for those who don't know. But yeah, maybe how Italian teams could have academies for African Americans and people from Africa and that kind of thing, and like have cultural exchanges and find out more about them, and how football can be a bridge. And I'll say I know Italian society can be quite racist, and also the football teams can be quite racist. But I'd love to, on the subject of getting more people into football, I'd love to see also how Italy can improve relations with the black diaspora from Africa and around the world through football, like the migrants who come in and things like that, which I hope to talk about on Mondays, Migration Mondays. But yeah, sorry, I have gone off topic, but kind of. But yeah, I'd love to know basically how we can get more people into football and that kind of thing. And I'm going to wrap this video up, and I'm out. Peace and love.